It's the Pelicans at home for a little interconference action in New Orleans. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sideline. As well. And of course, Scoot Henderson, a new phase in his career, playing today as a Detroit Piston for the first time.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it going to be just hype or will it be reality? We will find out here soon enough, along with the fans in this arena and the people watching at home.
Greg, we look at the rosters of these teams, the athleticism they both have just jumps right off the page.
Listen, we're almost guaranteed multiple highlight-level plays in this one. This is the kind of game where you see what incredible athletes the NBA has.
Williamson left side. The kick out to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Cunningham looking around. Down low. Duran. And Duran slams it in.
And if Duran decides to go up and try to dunk that, who in this league is going to get in his way?
Pass to Queen. To the paint. It's stolen by Cunningham. And stolen by Murray. Here's Queen. Shoots over Duran. Queen can't get it to go. Well, this league has some of the world's best athletes. But Asar Thompson, like his brother Amen, Tim, they're on another level.
Yeah, this guy has a top-tier burst and relentlessness to make things happen. He's already a stopper at the defensive end.
Pass to Fears. And there's the drive.
This is Fears at his best, using that elusive speed of his to inflict damage on the drive.
To Cunningham. Murray with the defensive effort.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Here's Fears. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Not afraid to make tough shots. Fears is a grinder.
And he knocks down the first one. So, Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., play college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure he'd attest he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, "I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet." Back to you, Kevin.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And Detroit has possession. The Pelicans make their last shot. Cunningham's shot is off.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Pistons trailed by 3. It's Cunningham with the drive. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
If he develops a consistent three-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scared.
It's stolen by Duren. Paul with a wide-open look. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
Out to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Got to do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Jay. This one for 3. Duren pulls it in. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
On the way, Harris. Back to Cunningham. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Just 4 to shoot. Out to Harris. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, Harris loves that mid-range shot. It's something he will often go to if nothing else is there.
In the corner, Powell with it. Pass to Fears. Screen by Hartenstein. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Pistons lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
Here's Fears. And the shot goes in. Fears has got 10 points.
finding some space inside. Fears works hard for that one.
Here's Henderson. Brings to the hoop. And Henderson throws it down hard.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Jim, one thing for sure, when Zion Williamson is right, he can carry all by himself in offense.
Well, there is no question he is an athletic freak. There is no answer for him when he is playing aggressively. Man, oh man, he's just a wrecking ball when he puts his head down and gets to the rim. Williamson taking flight again.
Back to Henderson. Detroit needs to get off a shot. LeVert. Pelicans with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Oh my goodness, he just explodes off the ground. Zion going up to get that oop and finish.
And so the timeout here by J.D. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Teams changing it up here. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Henderson inside the three-point line. And too long on the shot. Pelicans leading by 4. Here's Powell. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Caris LeVert.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. To end the run, and the three ball is good. LeVert's got his first 3 points of the game.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Fear. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Sooner or later, you knew Fears was going to take over. He has been outstanding tonight.
Henderson attacking. The shot, no good. Stolen by LeVert. And the Pistons, another 3.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Now, here's LeVert. 6 points for him. Henderson outside. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Whoa! He flew in there.
Wow!
I just love the energy and heart this young man Fears plays with.
Outside, Green. .153 left to play here in the half. LeVert with it. Pass to Henderson. And stolen by Murray. Now Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
You see him providing a spark with his defense. That's how Murray initially earned a name for himself in this league.
Reed a screen. Henderson. He takes it in. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Floats it up for Williamson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own. Back to you.
Locking in. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. There's the pick. And the dunk by Pound.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Stewart in the corner. Back to LeVert. 6 to shoot. Nice move. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Out to the wing. Matkovic's shot is off.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
I'm not sure what he was thinking right there, but we see this in this game sometimes.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Last season for the Pelicans, Tim, one to forget. Absolutely decimated by injury.
Well, unfortunately, that's been the norm for Zion Williamson. But the extent of it throughout the roster was mind-boggling. They're trying to reset, and they're hoping things go differently this season.
Here's Cunningham. Crafty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Cunningham's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Pistons. Stolen by Ball. And here's the break. Pass to Thompson. Cunningham on the wing. For 3. No good. Shot missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Cunningham outside. And again, Cunningham missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Inside. Here's Williamson. From 16 feet away, he cans it. And now it's a 10-point Pelican lead.
And if a defense wants to pack it in the paint against Zion, that mid-range jumper can be an answer.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
To the middle. And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Sion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Gives a team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Mr. Williamson. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Yeah, it's a street fight out there, and that's exactly how Duran likes to play.
You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself, and that is the difference.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Thompson looking for an opening. Cunningham right side. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Here's Ball, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. That's a 2 from Barnes. And that time, also a missed shot.
Right, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Hartenstein with it. Duran picks him up. Screen by Hartenstein. The putback. Tries again. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Jalen Duran. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Pelicans?
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
That one misses for Hartenstein. And Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons keyed by acquiring veteran floor spacers. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player and also can become a great defensive team.
Here's Holland. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Hartenstein.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
A nice shot by Pierce.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Henderson outside. Pass to Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Lets it go from the wing. And he knocks down the jumper. And that's now 20 points for Jeremiah Fears.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now Henderson to the inside. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Pelicans making a switch here. .35 seconds left to play in the third. On the clock. Driving inside. For the lead. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He manages to convert the third one.
Oh, that is disappointing. Not only should they not be trailing, they should have the lead. Brutal misses on that trip.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Driving the lane. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also...
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Pelicans leading. Murray outside. Williamson in the post. And finished off by Williamson.
Unbelievable. It defies physics. How can a guy that big stay in the air that long?
Pass to Queen. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
The drive by Henderson. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
And he's got such a high basketball IQ for a young player. Henderson already has plenty of tricks up his sleeve.
Some early scuffles for the third pick overall in 2023, but Tim Scoot Henderson coming on strong.
Well, he is slowly improving his efficiency. He has a long way to go, but with those physical tools and work ethic, I wouldn't bet against him.
They set the pick. Pass to Queen. Now Fears. Knocks down the 3 ball. Fears has got 25 points.
In college, the jumper wasn't automatic for Fears. I see signs of improvement.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. 4 on the clock. And Duren slams it in.
Well, that is grown man strength right there. Duren finishing through contact.
And the free throw, no good. Jalen Duren is certainly a force team in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
A nice shot by Fears.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And the shot goes in.
And that is a soft touch on the teardrop. And shots like that are what make Cunningham such a tough cover.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Fears. He gets that one. Fears has got 15 points in just the second half.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Well, that's why he's an all-star. When Cunningham gets going, there is no answer defensively.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Pelicans leading by 6. Pass to Fears. Back to Williamson. There's the try, and it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. From outside. Here's Queen. Another shot. Duran pulls it down.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Cunningham, he drills the three.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Williamson.
Nice to see Williamson putting it on the deck and getting inside, forcing that defense to collapse.
And the first one drops. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
But making it a two-possession game was what was important on that trip to the line.
Now Thompson. Outside Cunningham. Launches it. A putback. Duran. Here's Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes.
Now Henderson. And Jeremiah Fears gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Henderson. Beyond the arc. That does not go.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the three.
Here's Williamson. Duran pulls it down. Pistons trailed by 4. Outside Henderson. And he drives in. Layup, no good. On offense here are the Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10. Floats one up. And the lay-in, and he gets it done.
You got to have some touch as a guard. Fears showing off there with the floater.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, this is where you are going to lean on your go-to scorer.
Good on both.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
And that one is good.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Now Thompson. And he banks the layup in.
Monster points from Thompson. No fear in the big moment.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Henderson. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
Why a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
A natural lead guard. Jeremiah Fears wants to set others up first. It's a rare trait in the rookie, and there aren't a lot of guys like him.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Both shots good from a strike.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ballgame.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so Cunningham nails both of them. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
And let's see what they draw up.
So it's a narrow victory.